Okay, Sam McClanahan takes the mound for the Knights here in the bottom half of the first inning, and leading off for Fairmont is their starting pitcher, Tyler Schoenefeld. And umpire making him remove some equipment that was in his pocket until he reaches base. Schoenefeld, a right-handed thrower and a left-handed batter. 1 ball. And Ewald needs to do a better job behind the plate tonight. It is a deep porch and it's grass, and so that ball's not going to bounce back on anything that gets past him. Ball is popped up and over the press box for strike 1. So any ball that goes to the fence could actually be an extra base here this evening. So both catchers needing to do a good job blocking up. McClanahan needing to throw strikes. And he quickly has another foul ball and a 1-2 advantage over Schoenefeld. Schoenefeld is a junior for Fairmont. He asks for time. Ball 1, ball 2 bounces in the dirt. And McClanahan needing to reach out a little bit longer stride. He's short striding a windup and needs to reach out to get that ball all the way to the glove. So the 2-2 delivery. Ooh, just missing. And the count is full. So another situation where we do not have a chalked batter's box this evening. Advantage umpire. And the full count delivery. That ball is hit. Claiborne is over and is able to make the catch. So Schoenefeld just trying to make contact on that. And that will bring up Caleb Hall, who is the starting left fielder tonight for Fairmont. First pitch, fastball away, swing and a miss, strike 1. Sam wanting to quickly move, and that ball is hit. And that is over the second baseman, Jack DeMario's head. And Fairmont is in business here. That brings up Jesse Relaford, the starting center fielder. Quick throw over to first to Alex Dunkel, who is playing in place of Sam over at the normal first baseman. Delivery is up. Ball 1. McClanahan delivers. Strike 1. And McClanahan took too much time. On deck is Jesse Relaford, And I apologize, that's Caleb Hall who had the single. And so this is Relaford at the plate. The runner's going. Ball is low, and Ewald having trouble getting it out of the dirt. And we have a stolen base. And the count is 2-2 on Relaford. That ball is hit to the center fielder, Kevin Barhorse, who quickly makes the catch and throws it back in, and they're 2 away in the inning. So both leadoff batter and Relaford just with 2 strikes, just trying to chop the ball into fair territory. And Jacob Feltner comes to the plate, the first baseman. The ball is popped straight up and just behind the backstop. You can usually always pick out the first baseman when they come up for the opposing teams. Big guys, muscular guys, and he definitely fits that build for the Firebirds. Runners going. Ball is low, and Ewald again having trouble getting the ball out of his glove. And the count is 1-1. So runner on third base here with 2 outs. Sam just needs to concentrate and get the batter. That ball is fouled out of play. 1-2. So this is the time when Sam just needs to go right after him and get out of this first inning. And the 1-2 delivery. Ball almost getting away inside from Ewald, but he's able to come up with it. And there's a 2-2 count on Feltner. Very wide stance at the plate. That ball's fouled off his ankle. And a very delayed call by the umpire. I think he was looking out at the field umpire just to make sure that it had chopped him before he made the call. So doing the right thing, letting the play out. And the count holds at 2-2. Off-speed pitch, and that floated on him badly up in the strike zone. He needs to throw that just like he does every other ball. Let his grip make the difference. And the full count delivery, swing and a miss. So McClanahan, nice job on the mound, gets out of the inning, and after 1 complete in the books, the score is 0-0. Okay, Kevin Barhorst will start things off for the Knights in the top half of the second inning here. First pitch is over for a strike. Kevin Barhorst is a senior for the Knights, holding down center field the entire season. And that was a off speed in the dirt for ball one. Swing and a miss, strike two. So as many off-speed curveballs that are being thrown, the Knights almost ball was fouled right in front of the plate, and the first base umpire needing to make that call. The plate umpire couldn't find it, and 1-2 is the count. So I was saying he's throwing so many off-speed and curveballs that looks like the Knights are looking curveball and adjusting from there instead of fastball adjust. There's strike three swinging. Got fooled on that one, and there is one down in the inning, and that will bring up Spencer Girding. Girding playing left field tonight, and he hits that one to left field. It's his counterpart who makes the catch, and there's quickly two down in the inning. So Ryan Mangan, who is DHing tonight, making his first plate appearance. First pitch is over at the knees for strike one. So quickly, the Knights jumping on early pitches this inning, and Fairmont putting them away quickly, and as a line drive foul just past Coach Mike Hosel at third base. And 0-2. So the Knights find themselves in familiar territory here, down in the count. The delivery. That ball is curveball. Mangan just got hold of, and he throws him out. Little dribbler to the pitcher, and after 1.5, it's 0-0. Tyler Spurlock, Fairmont's catcher, will lead things off here in the bottom of the second for the Firebirds. First pitch is high, ball one. Ball two missing inside. Ball three. And three quick balls by Sam McClanahan. And in desperate need of a strike here. And unable to get it. And so Fairmont has their leadoff batter aboard. And Joel O'Brien comes to the plate for the Firebirds. McClanahan delivers. Ball is hit high to right field. Scheretti is back underneath it and makes the catch for out number one. So one pitch, one out. We like seeing that. Caleb Murphy, the second baseman for Fairmont, steps into the plate. That ball is fouled off, and that almost hit a red pickup truck right on the hood. So some driver gets a little lucky, second guessing that prime parking place. Ewald calls time to go out and have a word at the plate. McClanahan comes set and delivers. That ball is fouled up and out of play. And quickly 2 strikes on Caleb Murphy. So McClanahan trying to freeze the batter and the runner, taking a lot of time once he comes set. That ground ball foul. So 0-2 on Murphy. And the delivery. Sam needs to keep his same motion. He is changing, altering his delivery on anything off speed, and it's everything's going high. He's finishing up in his stance. The delivery. That ball is fouled out of play and up on the roof. And that's about the third ball up on the roof. I can only imagine how many are there. McClanahan shakes off the sign, comes set and delivers. That ball is through the legs of Ewald, and the runner will advance. So you got to block up. And we are not playing on turf, and so you're not going to get true bounces on the dirt, so you just need to just drop to your knees and let everything hit you right in the chest. That is fouled out of play. Clanahan taking his time, looking in for the sign and the delivery. That's a ground ball right past first base into the outfield, and we have runners at first and third here. So Fairmont threatening here in the second inning. Junior Nick Vittorio steps in to hit. Vittorio, the shortstop for the Firebirds. First pitch misses outside, ball one. So Sam in a little bit of a jam here, just needs to clear his head and throw strikes. That is his job. And let his teammates make some plays in the field. You cannot defend walks, and we've learned that the hard way this year. Gotta throw strikes. Throw over to first. Ball is in the dirt. Ewald does a nice job of keeping that in front of him. And 2-0 is the count. Sam needing a strike here. Ball three. He's trying to aim the ball, just needs to throw it. That's ball four. And bases are loaded here. That brings up senior Connor Ark with bases loaded. So Sam can work from the windup at this point. Strike one. Sam definitely more comfortable from the windup. The Dunkel is up and Mangan is back. And swing and a miss, strike two. So got one half of the corner up. Strike three, 3 pitches and an out. So Sam, nice job coming back on that batter. And Fairmont is at the top of their order here, and that brings up Tyler Schoenefeld, the pitcher. Ooh. Ewald framed and held that ball there, but no go. McClanahan working from the windup and delivers. Again, just missing outside. 2-0 is the count. Needing a strike here, definitely not wanting to go to 3-0. McClanahan shaking off a sign. Schoenfeld asking and getting time. McClanahan winds up and delivers. Ball 3, so all 3 pitches right there. Borderline strikes and not able to get one of the calls. So Sam needing a strike here in the worst way, or else a run will be forced home. The 3-0 delivery. That ball gets away. And 1 run scores on the walk. And Fairmont takes a 1-0 lead on the Knights. Caleb Hall settles in for the Firebirds. Ball is popped up and they could get out of the inning here. Alex Dunkel makes the catch and they are. So after 2 complete, Fairmont 1, Alter 0. Okay, Dunkel up in the 9 slot for the Knights here, taking strike 1 at the knees. That's a ground ball to second base. Second baseman charges, bobbles the ball, quickly throws over, and is able to get the out. So the second baseman having a little bit of difficulty scooping the ball, but is able to recover and just get Dunkel out by about a half step. And that will bring up Jack DeMario, and we are at the top of the lineup here. Ball 1. That was very close to being a strike. Haven't figured out the strike zone yet by the umpire. Foul tip, strike one. Ball missing outside, and the Fairmont's catcher sat there framing the ball for a couple of seconds. So both teams kind of seeing some frustration there with balls and strikes. That ball misses, and the count is 3-1. So patience paying off here for Jack DeMario. Hoping a few of the other Knights can learn from that, make the pitcher work a little bit. That's going to foul up and just out of play. And the count is full. He smokes that one just to the left side of the third base bag. But Jack got all of that ball. And the third baseman takes heed of that and moves 2 steps to his right. The delivery. And that is fouled out of play. And DeMario gets that one, and that is in the gap. And DeMario is going hard for 2 and will turn around and come back to first. So a well-hit ball by Jack DeMario in the gap. And let's see what we can get going here with 1 out in the 3rd inning. So Mangan comes to the plate for the 2nd time this evening. That's strike 1 across the plate. I've been very surprised that DeMario has not been given the green light to run more this year with his speed, because he is a flash on the bases. That was a ball outside, and catcher asked for an appeal, and Danny didn't even start to move his bat on that pitch. Mangan asked for time. Ball 2. So Danny's seen 2 curveballs in a row here from Schoenefeld. And that ball is hit high and deep to center. Center fielder's up underneath it. Now DeMario was running on the pitch, so he has to quickly retreat to first base. And there are 2 outs in the inning. And that will bring up Zach Claiborne, who crushed a double into the gap. First time up at the plate. And Claiborne hits that one hard, and that is all the way to the wall. And that's going to score. There's going to be a close play at the plate with DeMario. And not there, and Claiborne comes through for the Knights, driving in Jack DeMario from first base. And we are knotted up at 1 here in the 3rd. So that is, the very few guys would have scored from first base on that ball that was hit. But as I mentioned before, you got the fastest kid on the team running. I'll take my chances. And So 1-1 is the score, and Luke Ewald, the catcher, comes up with 2 outs. That's strike 1. So Luke's seeing a healthy dose of curveballs here. First at bat, and then again that first pitch. And the catcher for Fairmont. Oops. Same pitch again. 2 strikes. And the catcher appears on the curveballs to be moving really close up to the plate. There it is again. Ewald hits it. Ground ball, though, is fielded by the second baseman, who throws on, and the side is retired, but not before the Knights get a run. And the middle of the third, it is tied 1-1. Jesse Relaford settles in to lead things off for the Firebirds here in the bottom of the third. First pitch is fouled up. That is just out of the reach of Alex Dunkel. 1 strike. Alex having to travel a very far distance just to reach the ball, and just was not able to get to it up against the fence. Ball missing high. 1-1. Ball 2. Halter's coaching staff asking where that pitch was, because I don't know where it was. It looked like a strike to me. 2-1 is the count. 3-1 is the count. Sam getting a little frustrated with the calls by the umpire, as we all are from both teams. And it's a 3-1 count. And Relaford is aboard on a walk. First baseman Jacob Feltner comes to the plate. Going on the first pitch. Luke unable to hold the ball. Strike one right across the plate, but Luke unable to hold on to the ball to make a throw. McClanahan delivers. That ball is fouled back to the fence. 0-2 is the count. Claiborne and DeMario both trying to hold the runner on second. The delivery, it gets away from Ewald and is to the fence. And he rounded that hard. Luke cannot jog back to get those balls. And the count is 1-2. So McClanahan electing to work from the stretch in this situation. That ball is popped straight up in the air. Dunkel is calling for it and makes the catch. And there's one out in the inning here. That will bring up Tyler Spurlock, the catcher, for the second time this evening. And both corners are playing up. Strike one, as is both Claiborne and DeMario. So Alter deciding that they are not willing to give this run up in the bottom of the third inning. McClanahan delivers, and that's in the dirt. Goes to the fence, and a run will score. And Fairmont again jumps out in front, 2-1. So McClanahan once again working from the windup and delivers. That ball is up. Delivery, nice pitch for a strike. So 2-2 is the count on Spurlock. And the count is full. The delivery, that ball is up. Ball four. So Fairmont again has a runner on first base. And Joel O'Brien comes up to bat. Ball one away, so Sam struggling a bit with his balls and strikes here. Ball too high. And as he's coming downhill, he's not bending quite as much as he was the first 2 innings, and those balls are sailing high on him. That hits him. So runners on first and second here. And the Knights pitching coach, Joey Hosel, will take a quick trip out to the mound and settle Sam down. And that's what we were in need of last night. Just did not happen and could not find a rhythm. Okay, so Caleb Murphy comes to the plate. Runners on first and second here in the bottom of the third, 1 run in, and only 1 out in the inning. So the Knights have a bit of work in front of them to get out of this inning. That ball is hit. That's going to fall into center field. And Barhorse quickly up with it, throwing it in and preventing that run from coming in. However, that means bases are loaded for Nick Vittorio. Ball is fouled off the plate for strike 1. Last at bat, Sam put Vittorio down with 3 straight pitches. Let's see if he can do it again. That ball is hit to Barhorse. Barhorse falls down trying to get the ball out of his glove. And a run will score. And the score is now 3-1 Fairmont. Connor Ark comes to the plate. Runners on first and third. Ball is in the dirt, and another run will score. And said Ewald jogging back to the fence, and the runner goes from first to third on that steal. So Alter self-destructing here, as they have numerous times this year, not keeping their poise. And it is now 4-1 Fairmont. That ball getting past Ewald. So not sure if something is wrong with Luke tonight physically, or he's just not having a good game, but we cannot continue to give up runs on pass balls and walks. I mean, that is an infield Ground ball, hard hit to the middle. DeMario makes a diving catch, but unable to come up with it, and it's now 5-1. So Tyler Schoenefeld comes to the plate. Runner going. Easily stolen base. And he was, that base runner had a good 6-foot jump. Say I'm not paying much attention to him over at first, and he made him pay. So Alter needing to settle down here. That ball is high, and Sam is not settling down here. Balls are going high. He's finishing up. That ball is bounced. And the count is 2-1. That ball just missed. I can't believe it. And the scoreboard has 2 outs. I'm still unclear as to whether that play that Barhorst made in the outfield was a catch, because he did not make a baseball move. As he was pulling it out of his glove, he slipped and fell, and the ball fell out. So I'm not sure if that was an out or a tag up or just a straight up fielding error. I'm not sure. And the count is 3-1. That's a ground ball to the outfield, and Scheretti has trouble handling that. And another run scores. And the score 6-1. Caleb Hall comes to the plate now. Another steal. Ball is fouled back to the fence. 1-1. Runner goes on the pitch, and Luke unable to handle the ball. And there's a runner on third base now. Ball 3, and I do not have a view of the bullpen. Ball 4. And McClanahan throwing an inordinate amount of pitches this inning. And needing that ball is hit high. Spencer Girding goes to his knees to make a diving catch, but not before the damage is done. And at the end of 3, the score is 6-1 Fairmont. Okay, the Knights again have their work cut out for them. They find themselves down 6-1 here in the top of the 4th inning. And it was the same MO. It's walk, pass ball, errors. That's been killing them. That's a ground ball to shortstop, who throws over to first and gets him. First baseman making a nice play, scooping that ball out of the dirt. And there's one away for the Knights here. And that will bring up Kevin Barhorst. Foul tip back to the screen. Shayna Felt's pitch is inside, and the count is 1-1. Ball is popped up to right field, and the right fielder sits underneath and makes the catch for out number 2. So two quick outs in the inning, and Spencer Girding comes to the plate. Last at bat, girding line drive to the left fielder, but a hard hit ball. And the 1-0 delivery, ball 2. There's a strike at the knees. 2-1 is the count. Strike 2. And the count is 2-2. So Spencer watching all 4 pitches, first 2 balls, second 2 strikes. Here's the 5th. And he got frozen on that one for the strike 3. Okay, Jacob Feltner comes up to the plate to lead things off for the Knights. For the Firebirds, I'm sorry about that. Just trying to fix the scoreboard. And that pitch just missing low. And the Knights have somebody up in the bullpen quickly warming up here. And it is 3-0 count here. There's ball 4, so the fans and the altar bench now all over the umpire, justifiably so. This gentleman needs to take some Geritol and wake up just a little bit behind the plate. Foul ball. That ball's misses low. Another foul ball. out of play, and the count is 1-2. Ball is hit to right field. Sharetti underneath it, makes the catch. And there's one down in the inning. That will bring up Joel O'Brien for the Firebirds. Ball is hit high in the air to center field. Barhorse is underneath it and makes the catch for out number 2. And Caleb Murphy comes to the plate for the Firebirds. That was a check swing strike. Ball's fouled off his left leg, and there are 2 quick strikes. So what a difference an inning makes when you're throwing strikes and the ball's in play and you're able to make some defensive plays. And last inning, I will tell you, the umpire did no favors behind the plate. That ball was fouled up and away. And 0-2 delivery by McClanahan. Just missed high. It was a good miss. Runner going, and that is a check swing ball hit deep to center field, but Barhorse is able to track it down. And at the end of 4 complete, 6-1 is the score. Okay, Ryan Mangan leads things off here for the Knights in the top of the 5th. And he takes strike 1. Ryan warming up in the bullpen last inning and is the DH this game. That was a wicked curveball. Mango misses 2 strikes. There it is, strike 3. Drops the ball. Throw down to first to retire him. And if that will bring up Alex Dunkel. If I had a suggestion, Schoenfeld is not throwing heat here today, and the Knights are dug way back into the box, and all of his garbage pitches are falling short of the plate, and Alter players are just having to lunge for them, barely getting hold of them, if at all. So I would move up in the box a little bit to get hold of those pitches, because Schoenfeld not nearly having the velocity of the past couple pitchers the Knights have faced. And the count is 2-1. Umpire's saying it's 3-0. The scoreboard says 2-1, but I believe it is 3-0. There's strike 1. And the 3-1 delivery. That is a check swing fly ball to center field, and there are quickly 2 outs. And it is up to Jack DeMario to keep things going here for the Knights. DeMario crushing a ball first at bat last at bat into the gap as a curveball, and again falling short. So we are way back in the box, and if we just we cannot even get to those pitches to hit them. So it is 2-0 on Jack. And Fairmont's pitching coach calls time. Okay, and we are set to begin. Ball missing low. And the count is 3 balls. Ball 4. So Jack runs down to first base, and Danny Mangan comes to the plate. Quick throw over to first. Oh, that ball hit the ground and it was a strike. And apparently this umpire has never seen a curveball. Give the blue some Geritol here. Strike 2. And you just have to go up and swing at this point. You're not quite sure what's going to happen. Ball is in the dirt. Luckily, it was not strike three. And the count is 1-2. It's Mario dancing around trying to draw some attention over on first. And it's a fake throw over to first. Delivers, and that's in the dirt. That goes to the fence. He's going to round third, and he's going to go hard. He's going to get down, and he is safe at third base. So great base running by Jack DeMario, who goes from first to third on a passed ball. And a base hit scores a run. Gets us just a little bit closer with Claiborne on deck. There's strike three, and he was frozen. And 6-1 is your score. Okay, Nick Vittorio will lead things off here in the bottom half of the fifth inning for Fairmont. First pitch goes back to the backstop. Ball one. Second pitch in the dirt. The energy just appears to be dead, and Ewald is very, very deep behind the plate, and that's the third one that has bounced and gone to the backstop. Luke needs to move up about a foot, because that is why those balls are dropping where they are and going to the fence. I mean, he is a good 4 feet from the back edge of the plate. 4 straight pitches, and that's ball 4. And we will have Coach Mike Hosel calls time, and we will have a pitching change at this point, because that's the reason he goes out there. So we have a break in the action here. Oh. Okay, Connor Ark settles into the plate. Ryan Mangan comes to the mound for the Knights. Runner over at first, Vittorio. That ball is short of the plate. Ball one. And I expect a steal on this pitch by Fairmont. Wanted to see his delivery. And ball two. He thought about it, delayed steal, and did not go. That is short, and that was a delayed steal. And the count is 3-0 with a runner on second. So the Knights needing to come alive here and do something. They need to make their own magic here in the fifth inning and are not playing with a lot of emotion. That hits the batter. So he will move on to first, and the runner who was stealing on the pitch will move back to second base. And so we have runners on first and second with no outs, and Ryan is not striding out. A very short move, and the ball is struggling to get to the plate. That's a foul ball bunt, drag bunt. So Shanafelt tries to drag bunt, and he was not bunting for sacrifice. He was bunting for a base hit. And I would not be surprised to see that again. And Flashed his hands and then brought them down. So if that ball was down in the strike zone, you would have seen another bunt. 1-1 is the count. He's calling a balk. That ball is hit to center field. Bar horses over, makes the catch, and 1 run will score on the tag up. Runner holds at second, and it is 7-1 Firebirds. Caleb Hall comes to the plate. Runner on second base. And Mengen bounces that, and he rounded third hard. And Mengen looks like he's almost tripping coming down the mound. So I'm not sure if he doesn't like the footing or what is going on, but lots of balls in the dirt right now, and that ball is hit up the middle, and that will score another run. The score is now 8-1. Jesse Rutherford comes to the plate. Still 1 out. It's a hard hit ground ball to the outfield, and first and second. Foul ball out of play. That's Jacob Feltner at the plate for the Firebirds. Ball outside. Swing and a miss. 1-2 is the count. Mengen steps off and fakes the throw back to second. So Feltner staring at a 1-2 count here. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ball's away in the dirt. 2-2's the count. Knuckleball foul. And the count holds at 2-2. Ball just missing outside, and the count is full. Ball 4. And the bases are loaded. And Tyler Spurlock comes to the plate with all the bases juiced. That ball is high. So Mango needing to throw strikes in this situation because there's no place to put the batter. That ball bounces, and that's going to... Now there is, because that run scores. And the score is now 9-1. So a 2-0 count, runners on second and third. That ball is high. Ball 3. Ball 4. 4 straight pitches and bases are loaded. And 1 out. This would be a good time for a trip to the mound to settle him down. And that will bring up pinch hitter Mitchell Hilty to the plate. Okay, so this was actually the DH, and he is batting for the first time. Ball 1. Ball fouled to the net. 1-1. Ball 2. Those are situations where those balls are coming down short. He's coming right over the top and squeezing a little too hard. That ball is hit to left field. Girding is able to make the diving catch, and Demario is there at the bag to get the double play. So a great play defensively here by the Knights to get out of the inning, but not before Fairmont scores a couple more, and the score is now 9-1 Fairmont at the end of 5. Okay, Zach Claiborne will lead things off here for the Knights in the top of the sixth inning. First pitch curveball, 4-1. Ball 2. Claiborne is the Knight that appears to be up in the box more than anyone else at front foot, even with the front foot of the plate. So he will be able to catch a curveball that comes in. And there it is, ground ball, and that's good for an infield hit. So Claiborne aboard here in the top of the sixth inning, and that will bring up Luke Ewald. And not trying to say I told you so, but I told you so. If you're up in the box, you can get hold of that junk. Further back you are, you're just going to be lunging the whole time, looking ridiculous doing it. That's ball 1. Ball is popped high in the air to left field. That's a home run, and the umpire has not signaled. That was a home run. Yeah, they finally signal home run. Jeez, it took forever, and that was on the inside of the pole. And the umpire didn't even take his mask off for that one. So I don't know what in the world was going on there. What is he now? He's calling a foul ball? Oh my God. He didn't even take his mask off. This guy is a joke behind the plate tonight. This is ridiculous. That was a 2-run dinger. That ball is high. I cannot believe that call. Three one the count. Quick throw over to first. Claiborne back safely. Swing and a miss. That's to the fence. Claiborne needs to round that. And the count is full. Ball 4. So runners on first and second here. No outs in the inning. And Matt Scheretti comes to the plate. Ground ball. And they're going to be safe everywhere. And so the Knights have bases loaded here in the top of the sixth inning with no outs. And it is up to Kevin Barhorst to keep things going here. Certainly be nice to get a couple runs across. And it looks like, I don't know if there'll be a pitching change, but there will be a trip to the mound here for Fairmont. Okay, bases loaded here. Kevin Barhorst at the plate with no outs. First pitch, high fastball for ball one. So first jam that Schoenefeld's been in all day, and we'll see how he responds. Swing and a miss. So it was clear that he was on fastball only till he got a strike because he was not throwing them for a couple batters. Swing and a miss, strike two. So now I would expect 1-2 to see some junk. But Barhorst is up in the box like Claiborne. There's a high chopper, ground ball to shortstop. He's going to struggle. Everybody is safe. And the Knights push one across here. So everyone's safe. So Alter playing small ball here and executing. And the score is now 9-2. And Spencer Girding is at the plate. First pitch outside. And again, I would expect to see fastball. There it is, high and in. 2 pitches, 2 fastballs up in the strike zone. So I don't know if Schoenefeld's getting tired or just a little rattled here, but it's 2-0. That ball is popped up and fouled out of play. Strike one. But that was a fastball also. So 2-1 is the count. Strike two, fastball over the plate. So 2-2 count. And this could be a situation where you see curveball from him. Even in the count, he seems to have him thinking now. There it is. Strike three. And there's one down in the inning. And Ryan Mangan comes to the plate. Mango trying to help his own cause here. Swing and a miss, strike one. The delivery. Oh, that was the lowest strike that he has called all day. That was unbelievable. And pitch is fouled out of play. At that point, you couldn't blame him swinging at that high pitch, not knowing exactly what are balls and strikes at this point. That curveball missed just high. Yeah, one of the fans said that was a good makeup call right there. That ball is fouled down the right field line. And the count will hold at 1-2 on Ryan Mangan. Bases loaded here in the top half of the sixth inning. One across and one out. A ball just missing outside. And 2-2 is the count. That's a hard ground ball to the shortstop who, oh, forces him out at second base. That was a bang bang call, but 1 run will score, and the score is now 9-3. And Alex Dunkel will try to keep things alive here for the Knights in the top half of the 6th inning. Ball is fouled up and out of play. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. There's a curveball in the dirt. The count is 1-2. That was a curveball, swing and a miss. So he works himself out of the inning, and at the end of 5.5, score is 9-3 Fairmont. Okay, Brian Henrik will pinch hit here in the bottom half of the 6th inning for the Firebirds. Ryan Mengen back on the mound for the Knights. First pitch is popped up to right field. Scheretti glides over and makes the catch for out number 1. And that will bring up pinch hitter Mason Harris for the Firebirds. So the Firebirds emptying their bench here. Ball up and in. Ball missing again, high. Mango needing to bring the ball down about 6 inches. And that went up about 6 inches, and it's 3-0. And on deck is Connor Ark for the Firebirds. So the 3-0 delivery. And that was a strike that was in the dirt. So Firebird fans getting a little fired up on that one, justifiably so. So here comes a makeup call regardless of what the pitch is. Strike number 2, and everybody questioning that from both sides of the stands. And the count is full. So the umpire wanting to see some people hitting the ball here. That ball was over everybody's head, so had to give him that one, and that's ball 4. That will bring up Connor Ark for the Firebirds. Mango delivers. Ball high. Mango steps off, looks him back. Mango delivers. Ball high. Three balls. That was in the dirt, ball 4. And we have 2 on base here. And that will roll things over, and Tyler Shanafelt comes to the plate. I was going to say, look for the bunt. That's what he tried to do last time with runners on first and second. He showed it, pulled back for ball 1. I would expect it, though. Ball 2. So we need to throw strikes here after getting that first batter out quickly. Megan struggling here with some strikes. Almost falling again. And it is 3-0. So we need a strike here. Ball 4, 8 straight pitches, and Joey Hosel will ask for time, go out and talk to Ryan. Okay, Caleb Hall is at the plate with bases loaded, one out here. That ball is high. Strike one. Much needed strike there. Ball missing. Oh my goodness. That was the exact location of the last pitch. Strike two. There's a makeup call. That ball was low and outside. And the count is 1-2. That is a hard hit ground ball into left field. Girding comes up throwing way wide, and that's going to allow runner all sorts of errors here on the play. So on a poorly thrown ball into the infield, the ball went wide. Ewald went over, got the ball, threw it to Danny Mangan, who was unable to hold it. And that scored 3 runs. So it is now 12-3, and that runner on second base ends the game here if he scores. That's strike one. So the Knights not helping themselves this inning. That's a ground ball. Claiborne makes a nice play, but not able to get the runner. Backhanded in the hole. Threw it over to first. But we now have runners at first and third. So Fairmont 90 feet away from ending this game. And that is ball one to Jacob Feltner. And just it's the Alter continues to hurt themselves. It's not the opponent that's killing them. It's they are hurting themselves. It's on all areas of the game. It's pitching, fielding, hitting. Base running has been okay. That's strike one. But not many runners on base, so not many opportunities there. And if the Knights want to turn the corner and continue to improve as a ball club, they've got to start filling these holes. Ball three. 3-1 is the count. And it all begins with pitching. I'm telling you what, that's where we unravel, is when we are not able to throw strikes. Ball four. When we are not able to throw strikes, that leads to the pass balls, it leads to the errors, and that will break your spirit more than anything else. So bases are now loaded. And Tyler Spurlock comes to the plate for Fairmont. That ball is popped straight up in the air. That's Sharetti's going to take that, and they faked a tag up, and Matt is able to get that to Luke Ewald before the runner broke too hard for home, and so he's left on third base, and it is up to Mitchell Hilty, the DH here for Fairmont. That ball bounced 8 feet in front of the plate, and that is the ball game. So the final score here from Kettering Fairmont is 13-3, and the Knights travel down to Cincinnati McNicholas tomorrow night and try to get it back in a GCL matchup. But Knights looking good there for a while, and then things went south, and so we'll try to regroup tomorrow night. And so until then, this is Dave Homan for Ultra Knights Baseball. Have a great evening.